training on how to make char cloth. The first thing you're going to need is a tin like we have here with a hole on the top. This tin needs to be pretty good and sealed off so all the oxygen can stay in. Also, you will need cloth. You can use cotton or linen, or even a washcloth works pretty good. Today I've got in just some cotton cleaning patches that I won't be needing, so I figured I'd make some more char cloth today because I'm kind of running low. We built our fire a little earlier ago. Char cloth's been on there for a little while now, maybe about halfway done or so. When that gets out, I'll show you what that's going to look like. It doesn't take a real long time for your char cloth to turn from cloth to char cloth. Char cloth is cooked 100% cotton or linen. It's not really burnt, but yet at the same time it is. Of course, it's used in starting fires with flint and steel. Should be about almost done now. We'll go ahead and check it. I have an old paint tin, so I'm going to be using my screwdriver to take the top off here. It looks to be pretty much done. As you can tell, it's very, very windy today. Probably not a good day to be doing this. Wouldn't recommend it. But since I'm needing some more char cloth, I figured I'd go ahead and make another batch today. I had a piece or a couple pieces fly off in the other direction. I'm going to have to go get. I think I found them. When you're taking it out, what I'm having to do right now is it's got a flame on it, or it's been used, it's being burnt right now. So I'm trying to cut the oxygen off of it so it will stop, so I can actually keep my char cloth without using it. You need to be really careful about making sure your char cloth is out, the embers off of them, before you put them in your tin, because that could burn up your whole tin and possibly your backpack or pocket or whichever your fire starting kit's in that you keep your char cloth in. When you're storing your char cloth in your tins, you want to make sure you have like a leather cover or an extra container maybe on the bottom so your flint and steel doesn't scratch them up or anything like that. You need to be really careful of things like that. Having a little bit of trouble today with it, but I think we just about got it under control. These pieces turned out well so far. Alrighty, that's your char cloth right there. That's all completely done and cooked and ready to be used up. That's a big batch right there. Also, another tip, When you're putting your char cloth in your tin, don't smash them all together. Carefully lay them in one by one. That'll help them get the oxygen in between when they're cooking. Another thing, when your tin is on the fire, you'll notice the smoke coming out of it. That's completely fine. That means it's cooking. Typically it'll be yellow smoke, and when it starts turning more white, or when the smoke's gone or the flame shoots out of it, that's definitely the time when you need to take it off. It's kind of a guessing game. You'll get better at it as you go on trying to figure out when your char cloth is done. I've been doing it for a while, so it's not too difficult. That's my small little batch here. That'll go really well and fit in my tin. In the tins, when you're trying to put your fire kit together, you'll need the flint and steel, of course, your char cloth, which should be protected with a leather, just a leather sheet that's about the size of your tin to go on top of it to keep the flint and steel, whatever you keep in your tin, from rubbing your char cloth and making it where it's not being able to be used. Also, some cedar chips or some boat arc. Those are good because they both burn really hot and they're good for fire starting. I like to carry a fungus with me. It grows on the side of a tree and is really wet, and I just knock it off with my tomahawk and set it out in the sun to dry. I'm not exactly sure where you can find those. I've ran across them at 2 different places. Another thing that you could carry with you are the cleaning patches. After you have cleaned your rifle or musket with the black powder residue on them, just set them off to the side and let them dry. And when they're dry, you can stick them in your tin. Those are good for fire starting also. A small pocket knife is good. I like to carry one of these with me for cutting up small pieces of wood into little chips for fire starting and stuff like that. If you look on my video, Fire Starting in the 18th Century, I discuss different tools and equipment needing for fire starting. Like I was saying on the tins, here's one of my fire starting kits. I like to carry one in my possibles bag and then one in my haversack or backpack. One of the reasons they do that is for when you're running through the woods. Well, first of all, you carry your powder bag and your powder horn underneath your haversack and canteen or whatever else you're carrying. Make sure you carry that underneath. Say if you're running through the woods from British or Indians, you can throw this other stuff off and you still have your powder bag and powder horn. Now, if you didn't have your 2 kits, one in your haversack and one in your powder bag, you don't have any way to start a fire, so it's good to carry 2 of those. Here's one of mine, and I have another one over there. Like I was saying with the leather the leather cloth that you keep on top of your char cloth, I put my char cloth on the bottom of my tin and put the leather on top of that, and then you can put whatever you want on top here so it doesn't tear up your char cloth. That's about it for today. Thanks for watching.